And good evening. It is getting ready for uh, Wednesday, August 9th, and happy to share a few words with you at this time. Um, I don't know how many of you have bothered watching the news, and I know a lot of us watch the news, but I'm not a news watcher. I get enough of it from others who watch it and the complaints they have and how it ruins their day and everything else. I've had an opportunity to watch news with my brother and sister during my time with them, and I can tell you, I don't think I could take a full dose of it every day. It was a little too discouraging, a little too overwhelming. And it's no wonder why people who watch it, there's so many people who are so discouraged and distressed and stressed out over what's going on in our world. And they're waiting, it seems, for someone to turn the key, someone to push a button, someone to step onto the scene and all of a sudden say the magic word and everything is going to be okay. Well, we know that's not going to happen. What's more likely to happen is that we begin to change our own selves. We see change happening from within ourselves, from little changes, changes in the way we look at ourselves, changes in the way we look at the world around us, changes in the way that we look at the people in our life. And at one person at a time, where the little things all of a sudden become a real tidal wave, and it's something that is transforming, not only for ourselves and for the people around us, but transforming even in the society that we live in. We have to get this world back onto the track where people treat each other as they need to treat each other, with respect and with reverence and with kindness and with compassion. You know, it's the message of Jesus Christ, but it's the message of humanity. It's in our DNA to want to be treated well. I read a book recently, and it was by Brenda Knight, and the name of it was "Be a Good in the World." 365 days of good deeds. And yeah, it's a very positive. Some people call it a little fluff, but it's not fluff because it's the little changes that we decide to make in ourselves that will ultimately change the people, our life, and the people around us, and then become where it becomes a better world because of the choices and decisions we make. And one of the seven different steps that she said, one of them was listening to others, that we're able, first of all, to listen completely to others. When others look like they're struggling, do we listen to them? Or do we try to fix their situation? Do we interrupt what they have to say? Listen fully, completely, quietly, just with our full attention, rapt attention. Listen to what they have to say. Don't try and be a fix-it. Don't try and say, I have to fix every problem that comes my way. Oh, I know this, I know that. It's not about us then, it's about them. Listening to their woe, listening to their problem, and letting them know there's someone who cares enough to do so. The next one is giving with no strings attached. I know that we've received kindness in the past. All of us, someone has done something nice to us. What I'd like for us to do is to make a list of the 10 things you'd like to give someone. If you had 10 things, what 10 people would you like to give something to because of something they've said or done or the impact they've had on your life? Then see how many actually you can cross off on your bucket list, so to say. Little acts of doing something, not because you're going to get something in return, but in maybe in gratitude, or as a way of expressing your appreciation for for the people that have made a difference to you in your life. The third thing, use your skills for good. I don't care what skill you have, even if it's just whistling. Use it for good. Don't use it to make fun of, to ridicule, to embarrass. Don't use it to hurt the feelings of others. We use it. We use whatever skill we have. If you're a musician, a painter, I don't care what it is. If you're an artist, if you are someone who is an athlete, use all of your gifts, whatever talent and gift you have, use it for good. And make a decision, an active, conscious decision to do just that, to consciously decide to use your gift or talent for good. If you have a sense of humor, use it for good. Bring joy into people's lives. Okay? And maybe what you could do is make a list of ways in which you can use your skill to make a difference. Possible. Anything is possible. Be a good neighbor. Boom, look around at the people around you. Make their life better because you've entered into their life. Help them with, if someone's elderly, help them with their yard work. Bring the paper into them. Bring some food to them when they need food. Celebrate, rejoice with your neighbors when it's time to celebrate, rejoice. Commiserate with them. Show compassion with them when it's time to show compassion. Volunteer your time or your money. The gifts that we have, and that we don't have to look across the world to change the world. We change the world by giving things of ourselves, not looking to get something out of it, just for the sake of doing it because we believe in this, we believe in it, and that it's the right thing to do. How many of us have taken time to write notes of gratitude to the people around us who have done good things for us? A little thank you. I know it's something I have to get myself better at. I say thank you a lot, but I don't really take the time to write a note to express my feelings to them. And then finally, don't forget about common courtesy. Common courtesy is not so common nowadays, where rudeness and incivility and seems to be the day. Hatred and rage and anger. Change. We want to change. Become an agent of change by showing common courtesy. When you're walking down, you see somebody walking in, hold the door for them. Say good morning. Say thank you. Say somebody sneezes, God bless you. I bless you. Whatever it happens to be, do something. Do something to show a little common courtesy. Don't push, shove to get ahead of people. It's not about us really. It's about other. And until, I think it was Saint Teresa, Mother of Calcutta, says, until we can begin to speak in terms of we and us instead of me, myself, and I, we're always going to be walking in darkness. Let's choose not to be in darkness. God bless you all, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Keep us in your prayers. Know we're doing the same for you. Mary, help of Christians, pray for us. Mary, help of Christians, pray for you. God bless you.